Last night a really big southwesterly wind got up and pushed through a huge cold front, and as you can see, some very heavy clouds still around in the air. Some really big waves pushing in through the Knysna heads. As you can see, a lot of wind whipping off the back of the waves. So our only option was to head into the lagoon and do something that they call a muck dive. We dropped into the lagoon and all sorts of new animals started appearing. First we found quite a few mullet. Unfortunately in the lagoon the visibility really green and not very good at all, so we dropped down to the bottom, careful not to stir up any of the silt. The first weird creature that caught our attention was these sea hares. An animal not bigger than 8 to 10 centimeters long. The depth of its body is about 4 or 5 centimeters off the ground, so not a very big creature, but a really strange animal. You couldn't make out any distinguishing features on the body. Couldn't see any eyes or nostrils or feet or sucker pads or anything like that. What they'll normally do is excrete a toxin into the water, and most of them rely on brightly colored patterns along their body to warn off any potential predators. The nudibranch, very pretty, nice colors, and at one stage almost reared up to try and warn me off or fend me off as if I was a big predator. And the last one that we found is just coming out of a burrow, and it's one of the flatworms. And this particular one is called the carpet flatworm. The method in which they move along the bottom is they have tiny fine little hairs underneath their body, which they almost ripple or they almost glide along the bottom. Unfortunately, we didn't get into the heads to dive on the wreck that we were hoping for, but we still had a really nice dive and a very interesting dive.